Bum, 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 dum, 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 bum. What's the Star Wars?
Yeah. You had it. You had it. So the number one original streaming show of the year was The Mandalorian.
Goes to Disney Plus. Yeah.
Which
Season
I'm
3?
Season 3.
I don't think many people watched that.
I think it could have been more to do with a lot of people watching seasons 1 and 2 to catch up, and new season 3ers. Do you know what I mean? Because now you're like, let's triple the numbers.
Because I want to know the numbers for just season 3 alone.
You're not wrong. It was a big debut, but I'm pretty sure I read it wasn't as big as...
You're going to tell me more people watch Mandalorian than the live-action One Piece adaptation?
Probably.
Even though everyone got a giant hard-on for that One Piece show, and I don't understand it.
I can't wait for them to release the back half of the year numbers because they do it delayed.
They're hiding.
Because I'm really...
They're turtling right now. Yeah, the Netflix head has gone back into the shell, and they're not dropping the One Piece. They're not dropping the One Piece numbers. Mando, I didn't finish season 3. I know Jack Black and Lizzo show up, and I was out.
I haven't finished season 2.
Yeah.
And I loved season 1.
Yeah.
But it became like so many shows,
so much
and
work
such a
now.
chore. And then I heard, you got to watch Boba Fett, when that came out.
And you got to watch Ahsoka, but then you got to watch Ahsoka. You got to watch the 4 seasons of Rebels that exist, but to watch the 4 seasons of Rebels, you got to know everything before that in the Clone Wars that happened to know Ahsoka's character, and it's like. Most of those are kids shows too, so it's like you gotta really like bear with it for a little bit until they get to the cool and Ahsoka versus Darth Vader episodes, where you're like, yeah, but then the rest of it is like we're playing with an alien cat,
Yeah, and then Mandalorian kind of, I was gonna say with Jack Black and Lizzo, and then they kind of went all wonky and weird. And I love Jack Black.
Yeah, it became like a sitcom.
Yeah, like what?
guest stars, like, guys, you're not like Fortnite. You don't need a collab, fuck.
And I get it, though, because it became a super popular thing, then the super popular people wanted to be in it.
Sure.
Jack Black, I understand, and this is not to crap on Lizzo, even though this last year it came out that maybe she's not a great person.
Maybe.
But...
Why?
Jack Black makes sense. He's in a bunch of, like, big-time legendary projects.
Lizzo just seems like the name,
flavor of the month.
The name.
You know what I mean? Like, seriously.
But it's just like the
food joke.
Lizzo's in Star Wars.
Yeah, like,
let's get that audience to Star Wars is what that was.
That's what that was.
But put Jack Black in there because everyone loves that Peaches song from Mario.
It's true, but like, if you like Jack Black, you probably like Star Wars.
Probably.
I feel like there's a lot of crossover.
Probably.
But like, if you're a Lizzo fan, are you a Star Wars fan?
That's the point,
Yeah,
though.
you're
They
right.
want those fans. They want those fans of the nerdy, probably female audience to go, hey, Lizzo. Their boyfriends go, hey, Lizzo's in Mandalorian, so let's watch.
Can we watch this?
Yeah, the Lizzolorian. The Mandalizzo.
Which I'm... The Mandalorian.
Thumbnail.
The Lizzolorian is not bad either. So I got the top 30 of the original shows.
Okay, let's do top 10.
Yeah, I'm not going to go through all of them. I was just going to do highlights. Loki was number 2, which is really kind of
depressing.
Is
that an original show, though? That's a season 2, right?
Well, they're
Does
saying,
that
like,
count?
considering, like, a not, I guess. I
like
don't
a
know.
reboot? I mean, that doesn't feel like an original.
I guess they mean original for streaming. It was made for streaming.
Okay, like a Disney or Netflix original.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Some other big... Ted Lasso was 3.
Okay.
Only Murders in the Building was 5.
That makes sense. Okay.
Secret Invasion finished 7th.
Wow.
That's not bad for all the crap it got. Yeah, throw me some other ones so I don't have to read them all.
Did Twisted Metal make it?
I was looking for that.
Did Twisted Metal make it on even the top 30? No. They're lying then. Is One Piece on there? Wow. Then no one watched that shit. If Secret Invasion is fucking number 7, bro, no one watched One Piece. Netflix, you're hiding.
Amazon's Gen 5.
Reveal the numbers.
Which came out
the boys spin-off,
around the
right?
same time as One Piece is number 11. So that should give you a little bit of...
Netflix, I need those numbers. I will blackmail you.
The Witcher's 10th.
Wow. That was the last season, though, with
true.
Henry Cavill.
That's
true. So that one makes sense.
Ahsoka was 9th.
I didn't like season 2 of Witcher. Wow, really? Okay. Everyone shout on Ahsoka, but it's 9th, people. That comes above One Piece.
It's pretty good. Nothing else that I
number
really...
30?
30? Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story.
Sorry, One Piece. If you compete the Bridgerton spin-off show,
it's mostly Disney Plus and Netflix and then Apple TV with Hulu and Amazon sprinkled in there. There's one Peacock show It was number 27. It was the Poker Face show with what's her name from the American Pie series and all this stuff. The redheaded one that has the raspy voice. I can't think of her name.
I don't know. Yeah.
But so there you go. Nothing. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, no One Piece. I thought it was gigantic.
I thought it was the biggest show on the planet. I thought everyone liked that show. That's weird.
That should count as a streaming original.
It is an original, I think.
That's what I'm saying, because if you're counting Star Wars stuff, which existed before streaming, and Marvel stuff that existed, yeah.
Sorry, One Piece, you weren't that great. Star Wars, though, that's a good win for Star Wars. I think we're getting a season 4, right, Mando?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think he said originally it was 4 or 5,
but he said he'll
keep going if people want to watch it. Yeah.
And if he has stories to tell, right?
Which means if the checks are coming in.
Yeah. If the money's coming in.
Speaking of Disney, though, and we're going to have a trailer review up soon for this, but they literally dropped at 12:01
on
New Year's Day the Mickey Mouse slasher film. There's 2 coming out. The first one is Mickey's Mousetrap.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that was funny because they could not wait for the Pooh.
But clearly this has been in the works,
which is funny because I thought about
that.
For projects that we do, you probably can't. There's you can film it and use the stuff and do everything you can, but you can't even show anybody anything
for commercial use
until
the trademark or copyright is up.
I just thought that was really, really cool.
So they've clearly been working on this movie for like a year, and then the second it was up, they went post. It was probably scheduled to go up. Like
it might be done
at midnight.
They could have,
Yeah,
they could have filmed the movie 3 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah.
And then they go, finally.
It's going to be a horror comedy film.
Because this has been talked about for a while, the trademark being dropped.
Yep.
So.
Well, because they fought it and they kept getting it kicked out.
Every
and
year.
This time it's like, no, guys.
You guys can't.
You've extended it way too long.
It's past its due.
I'm actually, this one, just from what I've read, I haven't watched the trailer because I like to save those for here. This one looks better than the Blood and Honey one.
Blood and Honey just looked like, hey, let's do this. Mm-hmm. And then it made money for
This
some
is supposed
reason,
to be a horror comedy, though, which makes sense. They're all like an amusement park.
Blood and Honey was more serious, right?
This is what it looked like.
It was like a Jason, like a Halloween.
It wanted to be. Yeah. It's probably one of those ones that's not supposed to be funny, but you're like going, oh my God. And you're laughing
ridiculous.
While you're watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, man.
The Mickening, what is it called? Mickey's Mousetrap?
Mickey's Mousetrap.
It's actually not bad,
We've had also Tigger is entering the public domain this year.
Oh no!
So they're talking about a sequel to the Blood and Honey movie, adding Tigger.
Wow! Well, can't wait.
I'm trying to. We always complain about people not having original ideas.
Yeah.
So now what we've done is we've parked at the copyright finish line, right? So that's even worse to me now.
Just load them up.
It's like a factory. What else can we? It's so terrible. And they already have, I was reading, they already have it planned out because they've redone like Mickey every so many years with a new design. So they know when like the next iteration of Mickey is going to be up.
Yeah.
And they're already planning to do
already making
stupid shit with that.
Yeah, we're jealous. That's why we're mad.
I just think that's like there's so many more things you could do than like, hey guys, let's make Mickey a murderer.
Let's wait
let's make Pooh a murderer.
Let's wait till an IP of a cute character is up and then make a horror movie about it. Yeah, be original, guys.
Do the opposite.
Be original.
I want Jason to come out and he's hosting a children's cartoon show.
Yeah, there you go. Jason's Clubhouse.
That's a way better idea. Who wants to watch? Same old stupid.
Blood and Honey, stuff. Mickey's Mousetrap. It's so obvious too.
Speaking of terrible ideas, I know it's not Christmas technically anymore.
Somewhere, bro.
But this went trending today. Chevy Chase in a new Christmas movie.
Christmas Vacation 2. It's Christmas Vacation 2 with Ed Helms, and it's a sequel to the Vacation remake. I'm putting money down on this. I'm putting fucking money down on this,
My head hurts from that description.
I'm putting money down on this, bro. Even though that Vacation movie sucked, they wouldn't do European Vacation again, and they wouldn't do Vegas Vacation again.
No, you're right.
The only one that would make sense is to do a Christmas Vacation 2, and it's with Ed Helms as the son of Clark Griswold, right? Is basically what it is. Isn't that the plot of Vacation?
I didn't watch it because I was so offended that they tried
Griswolds.
to even do the Griswold thing.
Yeah.
And I know that Chevy and I can't remember her name plays his wife.
Up.
They show up, right? I still haven't watched that. My dad was a huge fan. Was like, don't watch it.
In Ed Helms' Vacation, he goes to Chevy Chase's house and asks him for dad advice or whatever. Yeah.
Does Ed Helms play the same role in every movie?
Pretty much. Since Hangover. Yeah. Yeah, they're like going to Wally World or whatever. Yep. Still, it's like the whole so obviously. And if it's not, and if it's just like a Christmas movie with Chevy Chase in it, that wouldn't make much sense.
It's what it looks. It's going to be called The Christmas Letter.
Well, you could have stopped me at any point.
Well,
then.
no, I just was scrolled up. I'm more interested in your plot.
Yeah, that sounds
than
way
this.
better. I'd take a Christmas Vacation too. Fuck, man. Where they're the olds visiting now, and Chevy Chase is just like absurdly over the top as like the old relative, and Ed Helms is trying to get him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like play himself. Like everyone hates you, Dad.
Play Chevy Chase, and we'll pay you
to play your douchebag self.
Right. So where's can I call him? Be like, boy, do I got a plot for you.
This literally is based on a family man's effort to create a year's worth of adventures so he can top a wealthy friend's lavish lifestyle. That he puts on his.
It's the bucket list.
Who wants to watch? I want that.
Yeah, I want Christmas Vacation 2 with Ed Helms and Chevy Chase.
Like, I think the story there is Chevy Chase actually out of movie jail? Because he showed up in that. I want to say it's a movie.
Or they're
the
not
Goosebumps
paying
thing.
him. Or they're just not fucking paying him.
We have $400 left in the budget, and we need somebody. I got
Chevy
an
Chase.
idea.
Well, he was in Zombie Town.
That's what I'm saying. Does he like?
He was in Zombie Town for like 5 seconds, though. That
was true.
Zombie Town review, by the way. He was in that for like 5 fucking seconds.
That's true.
And that does not count.
He's not completely out of movie jail. He's on movie probation, so he has to do movies like Zombie Town. And he gets
letter.
2 minutes. This is what you get, Dick.
Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. I mean, Chevy Chase for 2 seconds and Dan Aykroyd
for 5 minutes.
Yeah, Zombie Town.
Yeah, check that review out.
Yeah. God, that movie sucked.
That was
Chevy Chase might be out of movie jail, I think. You're right. But I don't want Christmas Letter. I want Christmas Vacation 2.
Yeah, I want a real sequel.
Yeah.
Like a real...
To the shitty Vacation remake. That wasn't a remake. That was actually a sequel.
You make that better. That just by default makes that better.
And it's a Christmas movie, so you have to like it automatically, right? You have to give it some slack because it's a Christmas movie automatically, so...
Why didn't they? They could have. Man, they
I
could have done
know.
an animated movie.
Yeah.
But they're all, still alive. Let them voice over while they're.
Do that.
Speaking of animated stuff,
Nice.
right? You like that? George R. Martin confirms that there are 3 animated Game of Thrones spinoffs.
I think, and stop me if I'm
let's
wrong.
talk about this.
I think this is where those shows were going, like The Wall and the White Watch, whatever. Night Watch thing.
Well, yeah, because they were working on a crap ton
They
of
were
shows.
working on a bunch of spinoffs. Money. And I think instead of sinking money into multiple shows like Disney and Marvel do, they're just going to go, money, House of the Dragon. Just all in House of the Dragon. And then all that other shit we were trying, animated.
Well, because think about it.
Because that's way cheaper.
That's what I was going to say.
Way cheaper.
$100 million budget for an animated show can probably get you 20 episodes, not 8 episodes.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And they don't want to split the audience of House of the Dragon by having multiple live-action Game of Thrones shows going on.
Correct.
Because everyone would just be confused and
it
not
would be
like
too
it.
much.
If it's animated, you keep it separate but also in the same world and canonical with all the shit you know.
Then you could fix a lot of stuff.
Then you could fix a lot of stuff.
Because just fix it.
Like,
the cartoons.
like the Jon Snow was supposed to have a show, right?
Yep.
We did a whole episode
King of the
on
North
this.
show.
We did a whole episode on
right.
this where the Jon show, and it got like canceled or some shit, and the
a
White
lot of stuff
Walkers
got
were
put
supposed
like
to
on
have the show.
back burner because the finale was
Dog shit.
what it was.
And then House of the Dragon though
ended up being good,
ended
which
up being good.
nobody thought it
Nobody
would.
thought of, but I think they already had canceled most of the shows at that point.
Shit, it's good again.
Animated. Yeah, we can't sink any money. We don't want to split the audience up, so that
No,
actually
I
makes
agree
a
with
lot
you.
of sense. Yeah.
He says that none of them are greenlit yet, but 2 are like fully in development, which means they're going to be greenlit. It just sounds like they're confident enough to know studios are going to pick them up. They're sinking money into 2 of the 3 of them for
Will
sure.
that go to Max, or do they not care about their IPs anymore?
That's a good question.
I'm not even being like a dick about Warner Brothers because that's my New Year's resolution.
That's really funny. One of them,
They're gonna sell it to Amazon.
it almost has to be because one of them is a direct prequel to House of the Dragon.
Okay.
Called 9 Voyages. The series is set to follow the sea snake Coriolis
Okay.
Valerian, played by the one everybody hated.
Yeah, the dude with the white dreads.
Mhm,
Yeah, Dread Boy. Yeah.
So if he's comes
cool.
back to voice it and they do like a prequel,
Cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's cool. That's like gonna be a companion show for
That
House of the
works,
Dragon.
though.
That's perfect. That's genius.
If you have animated shows lined up in between the long production time, that's all anybody would want.
it's like show.
a show's gonna be gone for 18 months, but in between,
live action. Yeah. it ends 6 months animated. Another 6 months, you do the live action
back.
again, and it's like you still have a year in between, and you're bridging that gap with an animated show. That's perfect. That's like what Disney should do, but they're releasing like they're just ejaculating onto a wall. Yeah.
Keep throwing content.
Yeah, nobody wants Percy fucking Jackson again.
We could do a whole entire we might want to start doing audio specials for stuff like that.
Dude, I'm watching it week to week.
Because
it's got me. I like Percy Jackson, the story, but that show sucks.
I've tried to watch it, and it's just like I feel like they called me and you and said, "Hey, how much money you guys got in your pocket? Can you make a show for us? We'll get you back after the numbers come in."
Yeah, I need
the
woods and a lakefront house.
You guys got some cameras, right? We got a couple. They got it.
And the dude who plays
green screen?
Pimento in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I need him too. And he's just going to be in shirt and shorts, and he's a god. Okay, guess, whatever. Those are my 2 cents on Percy Jackson. Fucking.
Oh, the other show, by the way, is going to be called A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, a hedge knight, following the adventures of Sir Duncan the Tall and Esquire.
It's like
Duncan and Egg.
It's like a Mad Men, Game of Thrones, the Hedge Knight crossover.
Let's get into box office.
Yeah.
Because it was our last big weekend till summer, really. Yes.
We didn't get fucking Night Swim in our theater, by the way. Night Swim is not showing in our theater right now, and I want to see that movie, but I don't know how we go see that movie if it's not in our theater.
Is it coming out this week now or something? I don't know. That's crazy.
Maybe it got delayed because of New Year's. They didn't want to drop Night Swim, the Blumhouse horror movie. And you know what I mean? Like, where's Night Swim? We didn't get it in our theater, so I'm very curious. I was thinking I'd see that on the box office numbers you sent me, but
maybe
it's not there. So
maybe they had the dates wrong on our one tracking site.
I don't know. The video did well, so I don't fucking care.
All right. So this was a 3/4 day weekend because of New Year's. Right off the bat.
Oh, they're not extending it to January 6th, even though we're in Christmas still. The 7-day box
Super
office weekend.
Here's what's crazy. Aquaman is doing okay.
What? I thought you were going to say is drowning.
No, I wish I could have a fun pun for Aquaman. It's really we'll get into the 3-day stuff because that's the most. Wonka
beat Aquaman, right?
Wonka back to number 1.
Yeah, it is.
It increased 26%.
I didn't think I'd be happy about Wonka being number 1 this long, like 4 months ago, but I'm pretty happy it's number 1.
My youngest got to see it.
Yeah, what do you think?
Amazing.
Yeah?
He had to pee. He wouldn't get up. He's like, I'll wait for the credits. I can't. I mean, and it's just like, this kid, it doesn't like anything.
Huh, okay.
His favorite thing is like skibbity toilet stuff because he likes like real weird, depressing horror stuff, you know.
We got to get them in for week-to-week reviews of the Skippity Toilet episodes.
Wow.
Wonka, yeah, I'm glad. It was a good flick.
That's
man. It was a good movie.
yeah. This is just through Sunday, by the way. I'm going to go through Sundays first. Aquaman only dropped 34% in its second weekend, and through Sunday it's at 76 million. But wait, I have Monday's numbers. It's already past the Marvels.
What? No.
Migration.
They're continuing the DCEU.
Yeah. Breaking. The Rock is here.
James Gunn's fired. Bring in The Rock.
I would
Henry
not.
Cavill.
I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be mad or surprised. Nope.
Migration, number 3, up 37%, outgrossing its first weekend, making 17 million in its second weekend.
Has that ever happened?
This is the last time that New Year's fell like this with the Monday and everything was 2017, and it was crazy, up gigantic numbers like this too.
Holy shit, dude!
Color Purple finished 4th at 11 million. Yeah. So
Color Purple. Number 4?
Number 5 was the rom-com Anyone But You. That was up 45%. That's making money. That's a rated R.
Okay. That's a New Year's. You take the ladies to go see that movie, and you know.
Iron Claw, 5 million.
Okay.
It's made 16 million for A4. Ferrari is flopping badly. It's at
Ferrari
4 million. It debuted at number 8. It's at 10 million here and 10 million worldwide. It costs 100 million to make. That's not good.
Ooh, it's a bad world when Gran Turismo made more than that Adam Driver Ferrari movie.
Oh wow, way more.
Yeah, like a shit ton more money.
Hunger Games dropped 5%. Still in the top 10 at number 9. It's now at 160 million. This is again through.
That movie came out
Sunday.
in November, by the way.
So then if you go over, I know
3
that's what's
months ago.
crazy. That Trolls also is, I think, with Monday's numbers, Trolls is just outside of top 10. Will break 100. So now with Monday's numbers, here's what's crazy. Aquaman officially is pretty much at the Marvels.
Jesus.
Okay. Wonka is now over 140. Migration is now at 60 million. That movie's going to end up not being a huge. It's already outgrossed. It came back and outgrossed Wish in the second weekend after its terrible first start. Think about that for a second. Those are things that blow my mind.
Yeah, and we said Wish was better than Migration.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
That's really sad. So yeah. So that's pretty much it. Godzilla is -1 is at 46 million now. It's doing really well. It gets re-released.
Don't
in
remind
another week
me
or
that
two.
I fucking didn't go see that in IMAX when I had the chance because we had to record a stupid show.
And Trolls is 1.5 million. I'm pulling for Trolls. Is 1.5 million away from 100 million. I do. I wanted to break 100 million. The Marvels, $10,000 this weekend.
Oh no,
That's not good. It is at 84.4 million. Aquaman is at 82 million, and it's in second this week.
Disney could have sunk more money into that to make it more than $10,000 this
yeah, that's
weekend.
me and you have done that weird thing. Like if you're a studio and you're already going to lose money,
Yeah,
right? Wouldn't you just go ahead and sink money in to make at least it look not as bad? Like so that people in 10 years just would like if they're glancing through the numbers and they go, "Oh, that made 107 million."
$10,000 fucking, and it's like one of last weekends.
Aquaman is closing in on 300 million worldwide.
Shut up.
If you would have told me that last week, I would have laughed at you.
I don't like
So
that.
that's pretty much.
Well, they're done. So it's like, even if this movie makes money, they're done.
They're done.
He will not be Aquaman. We
No.
are not doing DCEU.
No, but you know how dumb
We're
they
not.
like. This is just another example of like. This is why, as we talked about, this should have come out in the summer because if you were going to end it with Flash, but this ended up being a fucking smash in the summer, then you go, well, wait a minute. Let's see how. Then Blue Beetle would have done better because this would have smashed. Oh my God, it makes me more angry again.
Yeah,
Right.
I know. Resolution, New Year's resolution. Jumping the Gun was a 2023 show. We're not doing Jumping the Gun in 2024 because he shouldn't say anything and he shouldn't release any movies or TV shows until next year. That's my New Year's resolution, is for James Gunn to shut the fuck up. All right, guys. Tell us what you thought about the stories. What was your number one show of 2023? Was it Mandalorian? Probably not.
Probably not. Probably. Yours was probably Twisted Metal
Mine
more
was
than
probably Twisted
Mandalorian.
Metal. Yeah, genuine.
You're on their marketing team, I think.
One Piece live action for me.
That's true.
movie world. But today we're talking about What If Season 2, which, if you're curious, was great. I think a nice step from the first season. We didn't really focus on a through line this time. It kind of focused more on Peggy Carter as a character and Captain Carter, her alias,